Have you ever been driving down the road, listening to your favorite playlist, and suddenly wondered whether you're on a highway or a freeway? Maybe the signs look familiar, maybe the lanes feel similar, but something about the experience is just different. In this video, we're breaking down the real difference between a highway and a freeway. If you've ever taken a cross-country road trip, cruised through a busy metropolis, or just noticed how some roads seem to flow like magic, while others feel like stop-and-go chaos, then this video is definitely for you. Let's start with the basics. The highway. The word itself sounds big and important, but surprisingly, it's a very broad term. A highway, at its core, is simply a main public road built to connect different places. It doesn't have to be enormous, paved with fancy materials, or engineered for high-speed cruising. Some highways are wide, bustling routes you've seen countless times on city maps. Others are calm two-lane roads weaving quietly through farmland and forests. Some even pass through entire neighborhoods, complete with driveways, intersections, and the occasional billboard promising the best local diner on the next turn. Highways have been around for thousands of years, long before any of us were born, and long before the invention of the automobile. Take a moment to imagine ancient Rome. Soldiers marching in formation, merchants moving from one province to another, travelers making their way across vast territories. All of them relied on Roman roads, carefully engineered stone pathways that connected military bases, economic hubs, and neighboring cities. These were highways in the earliest sense, essential, shared routes that held an empire together. Fast forward to the present day, and the idea hasn't changed much. Whether you're talking about a state route winding through Arizona's red deserts or a coastal road hugging the cliffs of California, a highway is simply any major route linking important locations. But here's the twist. The word highway alone doesn't tell you how fast you can go, whether you'll hit stoplights, or if you'll be merging into a town center every 10 minutes. Highways are flexible. They serve both local and long-distance travel. They can be slow or fast, wide or narrow, modern or old. They're the backbone of the road system, but not the whole story. And that brings us to the freeway. A freeway may look like a highway, but it is a very specific kind. If the highway is the broad category, the freeway is the elite subset. A freeway is engineered for one thing and one thing only: uninterrupted, high-speed travel. That means no stop signs, no surprise intersections, no pedestrians stepping onto the road, no businesses with driveways facing the lanes, and definitely no traffic lights making you slam on the brakes. A freeway is what engineers call a controlled access highway. Controlled access is a fancy way of saying the road is sealed off from everyday interruptions. You can only enter or exit using carefully designed ramps that guide cars smoothly into merging lanes. This design creates a kind of traffic ecosystem where everything flows, almost like water moving through a well-built canal. There's no cross-traffic to disrupt your momentum, no sudden slowdown because a tractor is pulling out of a side road, and no need to crawl through small towns. It's all about speed, efficiency, and safety. Every curve, every barrier, every lane width is planned with precision. That's why every freeway is a highway, but not every highway has earned the right to call itself a freeway. The difference is the control. The freeway is the optimized version, crafted for modern transportation. So how did freeways even come into existence? For that, we need to rewind to the early 20th century. Cars were becoming popular, but the roads they traveled on were still built for horses and wagons. Many highways passed straight through towns, forcing drivers to slow down for people, carts, and local traffic. As vehicle speeds climbed, accidents became more frequent, and engineers realized that the old system just couldn't keep up. During the 1930s, new experiments began in Europe and the United States. Germany built the Autobahn, fast, efficient, and revolutionary for its time. When Dwight D. Eisenhower, then a military general, saw the Autobahn during World War II, he recognized its potential. Later, when he became president, he pushed for a similar system in America. The result was the Interstate Highway System, one of the largest infrastructure projects in human history. It was a network of freeways designed to unite states, strengthen national defense, and make long-distance travel faster than ever before. This system didn't just change how Americans traveled, It reshaped how cities were built. Suburbs expanded, businesses grew along interchanges, and travel became more accessible than anyone could have imagined. By the mid-20th century, the freeway had become a symbol of modernity. Smooth curves, limited access, multiple lanes, long exit ramps, elevated bridges. It was all part of the design. Suddenly, you could drive hundreds of miles without stopping once, cruising through terrain that would have taken days by old-world highways. The freeway wasn't just a road. It was a promise of efficiency. So now that we understand the history, what exactly separates the two today? For starters, access. A highway can have driveways, crosswalks, stoplights, and intersections sprinkled along its length. It's meant to serve local areas as well as distant ones. A freeway, on the other hand, is built to protect the flow. There are no driveways. You won't find a traffic light. Every entrance and exit is managed through ramps and merge lanes. You're never caught off guard. Everything is intentional. Next is speed and consistency. A highway might drop from 65 mph to 45 mph as you pass through a small community. You might get stuck behind a tractor, a school bus, or a line of cars turning into a parking lot. Freeways eliminate that unpredictability. The speed limit usually stays high and steady, 55, 65, 70, or even 75 mph in some regions. No random stops. No winding detours. No sudden obstacles. Then there's the design itself. A highway may be 2 lanes or 4. It may have no divider at all, just a painted line separating opposing traffic. A freeway is almost always divided by a median, sometimes a grassy strip, sometimes a concrete barrier. There are multiple lanes in each direction, wide shoulders, and carefully placed signage guiding everything from lane changes to exits. Every piece is engineered for smooth, predictable motion. And finally, purpose. A highway serves communities. It links neighborhoods, rural towns, urban centers, and everything in between. It carries local traffic, long-distance travelers, and everything from farm equipment to delivery vans. A freeway has a narrower mission: move a massive number of vehicles as efficiently as possible from one major area to another. It's the fast lane of modern America's road network. But does this difference really matter? Absolutely. Understanding whether you're on a highway or freeway changes how you plan your trip. If someone tells you to take the highway, you might leave earlier, expecting traffic lights, slow patches, or charming small towns that break up your ride. If they say take the freeway, you know the travel will be quicker and more predictable. Freeways are also statistically safer because there are no intersections, the places where most collisions happen. The controlled design dramatically reduces the chances of head-on crashes or surprise cross-traffic. Beyond the safety and convenience, the terminology also tells you something deeper about how cities and nations function. Highways represent the evolution of travel, connecting communities the way ancient roads once did. Freeways represent the ambition to build something beyond local needs, a system tuned for speed, commerce, and national growth. Each serves a purpose, and together they form the circulatory system of modern civilization. So now that we've broken it all down, which do you prefer? Are you someone who enjoys the nostalgic charm of an old highway, the small towns, the quirky roadside diners, the scenic viewpoints that turn a drive into an adventure? Or do you love the no-nonsense rush of the freeway, where you can set your speed, lock into your lane, and glide across long distances without interruption? Whichever side you're on, understanding the difference helps you appreciate how much planning goes into something as simple as the road beneath your tires. Highways and freeways may look similar at a glance, but their histories, purposes, and designs tell entirely different stories. Thank you for watching and exploring this overlooked piece of everyday life with us. If you have a suggestion for our next video, drop it in the comments, and we'll give you a shout-out if we choose it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stick around for more stories woven through the smallest details.